Alright, what what signs may most resonate? Good rising to everybody who may get a chance to come on and join me this beautiful Sunday morning. I'm about to get ready to do General Tarot. I haven't even pulled the cards. I don't know. I was supposed to do that first. Ooh, I hate when I be moving because I be so excited. So let me go ahead and select my decks. Looks like they have been selected for me. All right. So I've selected the two decks I'll be choosing from for the tarot today. They are the Arcanum Tarot, just in case you care, and the Gilded Tarot. And I'm also using the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle deck as well, but that's just for what signs could be associated with this reading specifically today. Though I feel like with generals, everybody come out. But I am specifically asking if there are any signs who this may resonate the most with at this time. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Sunday already. When you guys come on, would you say something? Would you say hello, good rising? I don't care what you say. I mean, as long as it's respectful, of course. Spirit, what other signs may be associated with this message at this time? Who might this message most resonate with? I'm going to pull for one more because I did hear pull 6. But I feel like that's kind of been what's happening lately anyway. Like for the past 2 days, only 6 cards have been flying out. All right, so please understand that this can resonate for any sign, but the signs that all came out are Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know if y'all can see that, so let me pull it up closer. Pisces, and Virgo. Now, this can be anywhere in your chart, any placement. Thank you so much, Spirit. I ask at this time that you would allow any messages to come forth for the collective that need to, point blank period, for our highest good and the highest good of all who we are connected to at this time. Ancestors, you are welcome here. Angels, you are now. All right. I see the 3 of Cups as I open the deck, so that could be something to celebrate. That could also be a reunion of sorts, of friends, of family. And I also see the 10 of Wands here. So the 10 of Wands talks about responsibility. It could talk about a heavy burden and things like that. Shalom and blessings, peace and blessings, love, light, and darkness to everybody who might come across this video. So yeah, 10 of Wands talks about responsibility. It could be a burden. It doesn't have to be. But 10s can also talk about, the 10 of Wands can also talk about oppression. Yeah, like something being a lot of work. Okay. So I don't know, maybe a union could come across as it's a lot of work, some type of reunion, or putting together some form of celebration could come across as being really taxing. But anyhow, the 10 of Wands can also really deal with wealth as well, and great riches. So shit, that could be what people are gonna, somebody's energy could be about celebrating. Like, this was a lot of fucking work, but it was worth it. It was worth it, okay? So the next card that comes out, that is the next 2 cards that are revealing themselves as I open the deck, is the 2 of Wands, and it is the Judgment card. So I feel like at this point, somebody is having to make a decision. And with the Judgment card being here, I really feel like the decision that they make is going to be judgment, or it's going to come across like judgment, or if it's not judgment, somebody has to make a decision. And this is the judgment, okay? Someone's going to have to make a decision. That is judgment. In and of itself. The Two of Wands also can deal with, yes, a person having to make a choice between two different people. It could also be a person just having to make a choice between different life paths, okay? Which way am I going to go? Am I going to go down this path, or am I going to go this way? So yeah, some of you guys may be in that energy. And also with the Judgment card being there, I feel as though it has something to do with divine timing here. The choice that you're going to have to make, the path that you're going to have to choose, it's somehow divine timing, okay? I don't know exactly how, but yeah. So the next card, taking a risk, Two of Wands. So that could be something that's on a lot of the collective's brain. Like we could be having to choose between something really drastic, you know. In the rising reading, the spiritual rising reading that I had this morning, I wasn't on the live. It's uploading right now, as a matter of fact. You guys can be getting the notification at any time. It was spiritual. Like a lot of us are having to go within to learn our purpose, and not even just to learn it. It's like to remember our purpose and then to get busy doing it, okay? And some of us are like, well, how am I supposed to do it? Some of us could be steadily asking Spirit, I need a direction. I need a plan, okay? I need a clear-cut plan, because I don't want to just walk away from my job, or I don't just want to walk away from this lover or this person who I've connected with in life. You know what I'm saying? That's if those are some of the situations for you. Or I don't know exactly what my purpose is. I feel this drive and I feel this passion and I feel this sense of urgency to get busy doing something, but I don't know exactly what it is. So Spirit is saying that we have to actually first go within. So a lot of us are having to make time to meditate on purpose. Like this can't be some we just having these thoughts come to us. That's beautiful. Spirit works that way as well. But Spirit is saying you need to make time to meditate for the purpose of getting this information. Okay? Because it's time. It's time. Like we're being asked to make decisions about which one you want to do. Which life path do you want to take? Do you want to take traditional? Okay? Or do you want to get in alignment with what Spirit has for you to do and receive everything that you have always desired? Like, I'm not saying that some of us who are living traditional don't have things that we like and don't have things that we desire. I think we do. I think that's the reason why it can also be so easy to get stuck right there. Just saying. Moving on, I'm going to open the deck one more time to see what other messages come out before I go ahead and start shuffling. And the Fool card did come out, which I was saying was about taking a risk. And the path that we take, I feel as though some of us are going to take that path that is not going to, it's going to be risky. And I'll just put it like that. It's going to be risky. Angelic tarot divination, definitely a crossroad type of energy. Yes, 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 yes. And like I said, I think it's divine timing at work here, okay? But also showing up again as I open the deck again, okay, is the Fool energy and the Ten of Wands. So I feel like some of us to be so nervous. I think that we think it's going to be a lot of hard work, whatever we decide to do, especially since we're going to take that risky route, some of us. I feel like we're going to feel nervous about all the work, all the responsibility as well that is going to fall upon us because we've made this choice and because we've taken this risk. Because we took this chance, it's going to have a lot of responsibility, but also, like I said a little bit before, I think great wealth and abundance is also here. Now we're going to go ahead and shuffle and start asking Spirit for like the messages that they want us to know. Spirit, what messages do you have for us this rising? How fucking beautiful is this? The Sun card, first card to fly out of the deck. Thank you, Spirit. Give us more insight, more information about this energy that we're operating in, that we're getting ready to operate in. What are you? Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. I really feel like community. With the Six of Pentacles, like I think that we're going to be of service. And the way that we're going to be of service, like however we're of service, it's not only going to be what generates us income, but it's also going to be a way that we can give back to the community, okay? to our community at large. I feel like it has being of service. That's beautiful because that came out in our rising reading this morning as far as the spiritual aspect goes. That's why I'm only doing a general tarot right now. Thank you. Wow. The sun is about clarity. The sun is about healing. The sun is also about being true to yourself. Guys, I'm a little excited about this message, especially because last night I was talking, and that's something my husband literally said, be true to yourself. Now, it was about something totally different, but the point of the matter is that's the message that came out. 10 of Cups did come out in reverse, okay? So I'm not entirely sure what that could mean. I feel like somebody could be walking, they could walk away. I don't know why I'm saying walk away, but someone either could be blocking this energy or somebody could walk away from something that they felt was going to be a 10 of Cups energy for them. You know, you could have felt like a relationship or a friendship or some form. It could have even been a job connection that you thought was it. You know, you thought that, oh my God, this is where I'm going to find my emotional fulfillment. This is where I'm going to get a chance to be creative. This is where my spirit is going to rise here. This is what you were thinking. This is the energy that you were in with whatever this 10 of Cups in reverse is in regards to. But maybe it wasn't that, okay? You've gotten into it and it's not. And so now the all them cups is upside down. I feel like I just heard there's nothing there. There's nothing there. And it's, I don't want to say that it's nothing, but it's not what you thought it was. Okay, Spirit, what other messages do you have for us this rising? All right, the High Priestess. Whew, the High Priestess. I feel like, of course, that's Cancerian energy. The sun here being Leo energy. 6 of Pentacles, Libra energy. 10 of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, or Piscean energy, okay? But the High Priestess, I get the vibe that the High Priestess is like, we knew this, or we know this now. If we didn't know it before, that mystery is being revealed. Normally, the High Priestess energy can talk about something that is still not clear for us, something that still has yet to manifest or still yet to unfold. But I really kind of get the vibe that some of us knew this wasn't it. And now it's more clear, especially with the Sun card here. Sun brings clarity. Sun burns away. The fire energy can burn away things that are impure, okay? Things that no longer serve us. I don't know. I ain't never read the Sun card like that before, but that's what I'm hearing, so I have to say that now. Whew. I also feel like this clarity is actually going to bring balance for some of us with the 6 of Pentacles here after the Sun card. With the 10 of Cups, okay, so I'm hearing that a lot of us are looking for clarity and balance. And with this Sun energy here, there's going to be some healing that takes place. Some sure enough clarity is going to come forth. And that makes sense, especially with this full moon being in Pisces. Clarity is about to be revolving around a lot of different people. A lot of people are getting to themselves and recognizing what it is that they really truly want. Because they're tapping in, because they're meditating, because they're dealing with spirit, they're learning what it is they desire, and this is what they want. I want balance. Not only do I want balance, I want to be of service. A lot of you guys can have a heart of service. You can be about people and relationships and building healthy relationships, loving, healing, balanced relationships. So moving on. Spirit, do you have any more messages for us at this time? And if not, I'm going to go ahead and clarify the energies that Spirit has here for us. Because baby, this can be enough in and of itself with me. Okay, so the Hermit flew out after the High Priestess. Wow. Hermit energy, Virgo energy, right? But also about going within to find spiritual guidance, to get spiritual clarity, to have your path lit. That's also about solitude. That's about getting to oneself. Woo. And then we've got the Chariot that fell out in reverse. So I feel like for some reason, we are still stagnant right now. We're not moving forward. And I also just heard that for some of us, we won't be leaving a certain situation. For some of us, we won't be leaving a certain situation. Now we're going to ask for Spirit to clarify the majority of these energies. Give me a minute. Let me get some water. Good rising to everybody who's here. Good rising. Please make sure you say something, y'all. Say hey, okay? Come on, share your energy, share some love, okay? I don't care if it's your first time or what. You understand? I don't care. All right, so I'm going to shuffle the deck. I always get messages that way too. The first card that I'm going to be trying to clarify is the Sun card. Okay, so the funny thing is I'm getting ready. Grand Rising, Angelic Tarot Work Divination, Grand Rising, honey. So let me tell y'all, I'm getting ready just to shuffle the cards, and the Three of Pentacles decided to fall out and directly on the Sun card. So I'm going to leave it there. Hi, Amaris Cunningham. Good morning. That name is beautiful. Amaris. What does that mean? Do you know? I'm just being nosy. Don't mind me, but I just think it's really pretty. And your name sounds very strong for some reason to me. Amaris Cunningham. Wow. Anyway, the Three of Pentacles fell out on top of the Sun card, and I hadn't even fully asked Spirit nothing. You're very welcome, baby. You're welcome. Okay, but I see the Ten of Swords here. And let me show y'all that before I move forward. Ten of Swords. It's a woman, so I feel like it has to do with the divine feminine here. I think that in this energy where we're having to tap into self and where we're having to get clarity, I think it's in regards possibly to some type of relationship or a connection, okay? But in any case, we feel defeated. We feel like, we done. I'm done here. I can't keep on here, okay? And then Amaris says, I don't know what it means, laugh out loud. It's okay. Maybe it's something you might want to look into, girl. Or I'm sorry, I don't mean to just assume that you're a girl, but if you are, yay. If you're not, please forgive me. But yeah, Ten of Swords energy showing up and the Two of Swords. So I get the vibe that, and that's both females, feminine energy here. So it could be the divine feminine that's in this energy. But basically, you could be feeling defeated. You could be feeling like this thing has run its course. You could be feeling like we're at the end, my friend, right? About whatever the situation is. But you're also still in this place of indecision and non-movement. So because you feel like you're not totally clear on how to move forward, you're not moving at all. Okay? That's for some people, not everybody. That's the first shuffle. Let me open up this deck again to get the second shuffle. We're going to only shuffle 3 times as much as I possibly can. And we've got the Two of Cups here. Still at the bottom of the deck is now the Ten of Swords. So, like I told y'all, I feel like this is a relationship thing, right? This could be a soul contract. This could be a contract or partnership, a soulmate union that might have run its course. It may be at the end, okay? Ooh, Lord, but there was definitely love here. There was definitely mutual attraction here, okay? And it doesn't even have to be that it's at the end. It could be this is who's got us in this completion feeling. This is what's got us in this Ten of Swords, Two of Swords energy, okay? You could be thinking that you feel defeated. You could also be experiencing self-sabotage. Like you could have remained in the connection knowing that maybe you should have moved on, all right? But even if that's not the case, because I like to try to throw out a lot of different energies, the Two of Cups could be that after this Ten of Swords energy, another partnership comes around. Could be with the same person, could be with a totally different person. But I feel like with the 10 being there, there's a definite ending. There's a definite ending. And the last and final time to open up the deck before I go ahead and ask Spirit more, the Death card. The Death card reveals itself, guys. The Death card showed up, and also the Two of Cups is still at the bottom of this deck. Death is about change. Death is about transformation. Death is about endings and new beginnings. What the heck? Oh, man. Okay, so I'm going to just pick all of this up. Oh, my God. I'm going to pick all these up. Give me a minute, you guys, as I was getting ready to shuffle again. So many cards like flew out, and guess what? The Sun card, again, I have another deck. I have another thing where as I'm trying to shuffle, the Sun card flew out and flew on top of the Sun card again. Okay. Yes. I see you, Angelic Tarot. Tarot Work Divination. It says transition. And yes. So the Death card and the Two of Cups is here. So, it could be the transition of a soulmate union, the transition and the changing of a partnership. some type of committed union. And of course, if it's not even, I feel like it's definitely a committed union because they have a male and feminine energy on the card. But it could just be some type of business relationship. But y'all know I already felt the energy of a relationship. So we don't stick to relationship. Gotta go with what spirit tells me. Now we're gonna go ahead and ask for more clarifying card spirit. Is there any other clarifications for the sun card here? What other energy? That's way too many cards. So we're not even gonna play with that. What other energy do you want us to know about the sun card? Here we go. I gotta go faster because I've already been taking. Ooh. So, I'm sorry, guys. I have to make sure I'm not exposing myself or looking crazy. So, the Nine of Wands in reverse came up. The Nine of Wands in reverse came up. And basically, what I'm hearing right now is that this was a situation that some of us, like, because I feel like it's a relationship, some of us, guys, we kept on breaking up with this situation, but going back, breaking up and going back. But I feel like with this Nine of Wands in reverse, I don't think that this is about going back anymore. I think that we're sure that this is over, that we don't want to be in this energy of having to constantly fight negativity, fight negative thoughts about this connection. And it was a passionate one, okay? It was a very passionate connection, but I feel like the Nine of Wands is about we're coming out of the Nine of Wands energy. And the Nine of Wands energy is usually an energy of pessimism. It's an energy of negativity, negative thoughts, your worst fears that you could possibly think of happening actually happening. Being that it's in reverse, I'm saying that that reversal is about that energy ain't about to be here no more. And again, we're healing. Because remember, the sun card came out, flew out by itself on top of the sun card again. So I definitely feel like this is definitely Leo energy. You can have Leo somewhere in your chart, but more than anything, this is about getting to self. This is about healing. This is about clarity. Not only that, it's about assured success, people. The Three of Pentacles being here, that was the first card to fly out to clarify the sun card. I feel like there's something that we're wanting to build. There's going to be some teamwork at this point. That could be with our tribe. It could be with the person. Because again, remember, we did have the death card reveal itself here. So I feel like what happened, there could be a situation where something has to die in this particular connection, but it's going to be reborn as something new. Even though it's the same relationship, but some things in that relationship are going to die. They're going to change and they're going to bring about something new. In that, I feel like it could definitely deal with teamwork and really working together for the first time ever to build something. Okay, that's for some of us if it's a relationship. If it's you finding your tribe, that's also good news. That's also good news. But this is about building. Pentacles is about our coins. Pentacles is about stability. Pentacles is about resources and nurturing and nourishment and security. So that's what some of us are going to be working toward. I think that as it pertains to a relationship, you guys, we are literally more about the connection spirit. Is there anything else that you want to show us? Sorry, I got stopped in my tracks because the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups, Two of Cups came back out, the Moon and the Emperor, all coming out about to answer my question. Is there any more information and insight you want to give on this sun card? So the Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords is about deception. It's also about scheming and plotting. Okay. Yes, it's a lot of water here. A lot of water. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean energy, but it's also emotional stuff. This is a lot of emotional connection here as well. The Seven of Swords, there was some deception with this connection somehow, okay? And you know what I feel? I feel like it was definitely mental. It could have been manipulation, and communication itself. But I really don't feel like somebody was trying to be terrible when they were trying to manipulate. I feel that their emotional state, maybe it was something they weren't totally tapped into. But they wanted something bad enough to where they were willing to kind of do whatever it took, willing to say whatever it took to get this into their life. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this Seven of Swords energy, okay? Sevens, I feel like, deal with dreams, desires, lust, wants, a vision that somebody has. And I feel like they were doing whatever it took to create the vision, even being deceptive. The devil card came out, which is toxicity. It could be vices, it could be attachment, behavioral patterns that aren't the healthiest. Okay. And I know that this is definitely some behavioral patterns that wasn't healthy. And this could actually be for both partners or both people in this connection. I feel that this could have been karmic, or it definitely could have been a union where there's a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry. You guys are like obsessed with one another. There's a weird obsession. That's why you kind of kept going. You kept having this negative energy between each other, but you kept coming back. You kept coming back. There's a fire there, an attachment that's very strong. Codependency issues here as well. The Three of Cups came out. Again, I did see the Three of Cups originally when we were first shuffling for the deck. And I was talking about a reunion or something to celebrate about. I do still get the same vibe, but I also feel like this was three people, three different emotional states going on here. Okay. Yeah. So for some of us, that's not everybody's energy. Remember, this is a general reading. Angelic Tarot Work Divination says, wow. Okay. But guess what's happening? Guess what's happening? We go from the Three of Cups to the Two of Cups. Now, to some people, that may be like, oh, that's not good or that's bad. But I don't know. For me, I feel like it's a good thing to go from the Three of Cups to the Two of Cups in this situation. But that's only if, in fact, it was a third party situation. The Two of Cups is still beautiful energy to have. It's beautiful energy to have. Okay. There's a mutual understanding. And thank you, Angelic Tarot Work Divination, for that, because you know what? I do feel as though the Three Cups was too much for somebody to handle. I think it was too much for the connection. The three different emotional states is too much, okay? And that could have been why there wasn't some balance, why somebody feels like it was too much going on, and why there needed to be a cup taken away. There needed to be a mental, an emotional state that is removed in order for there to be this balance, in order for there to be this understanding and this union of two people who are on the same page. They want the same things. And that's on a very deep-rooted, spiritual, emotional, soulful level. Okay. So I do feel like in this situation, somebody's going to get the clarity that they need, that's going to help them make a decision, possibly about two different people, two different connections, two different relationships, and therefore different life paths, right? Remember how we saw the Two of Wands, or it revealed itself when I was shuffling? That could be the crossroads that somebody could be at, okay? Moving on. Or somebody could be walking away from a third party situation in search of having a connection where there's only two people involved who mutually want to give and take to one another, okay? The Moon card revealed itself. So the Moon card deals with, it could be things that are hidden from us. It could be a dangerous situation. It could also be things to deal with our moms, maternal energy. Give me a minute, guys. I'm sorry, I had to breathe. I have this thing where when I'm doing something that's important to me for some reason, or something that I think is really serious, I hold my breath. And I don't know why I do that, but I've done that for as long as I can remember. And a lot of times I'm just really out of breath after that. So, I gotta breathe. Angelic Tarot Work Divination says, girl, you reading them cards. Thank you. All praises to the Most High. Give all glory and honor to the Most High within us, who's helping me to know how to say it and know what to say, and giving me the messages that I can hear. Woo, Lord. I got a rock. Sorry. Now I'm getting into my rock. It's really about to get real. So with the Moon energy here, I feel like somebody's had to go inside. Somebody's really had to deal with their own emotions and their subconscious state. They've had to go inside and think about, okay, why is it that I'm doing these things? Why am I still staying in a situation that I feel like maybe isn't conducive for me? What's motivating me? And they may find that they have some connections, like something dealing with their mom is attached to this connection, could be the case. Or more so, it's about, you know, something that maybe they didn't get from their mother. Maybe they didn't get something from mommy and they're trying to get it in other people, in other women. This could be a masculine energy here with this. It doesn't have to be, okay? It can be masculine or feminine. Take it as it resonates. But somebody here, their connection to their mom is a very, very, very deep rooted situation, and it's playing a role. It's affecting this relationship. It has affected their emotional state, and I feel like it's affected them for a long ass time. It's been where they make these decisions from the seat of their emotion. I'm gonna stop there. That definitely can be Cancer, Scorpio, or Piscean energy, okay? And the last and final card that came out for this is the Emperor. This gives me Aries, Taurus, or Capricorn energy, you guys. And if I'm not mistaken, that is one of the signs that I feel like I think might have came out that I said this may most resonate with, right? So moving on, we're gonna move on from the Sun card. That was all for the Sun energy. Oh my God, let's keep it pushing. For the Six of Pentacles spirit, wait, I'm getting the wrong deck. For the Six of Pentacles spirit, what's going on? God damn, all these damn cards. Shit. But I feel the need to read them. So for the Six of Pentacles energy, we said before that we think that that's about balance. We think that's about something in the community. I was hearing philanthropy and just being a humanitarian there, okay? And also that you want balance in the connection, in the relationship where there was none, right? Angelic Tarot Work Divination says Most High definitely praises to the Most High. Oh, praises. So the Page of Pentacles is the first thing to come out in clarifying these Six of Pentacles, okay? I feel like there's some messages that's about to come in. Probably in regards to creating this security, creating this type of balance, creating this type of stability. Sixes can deal with home life. So there's going to be a message that comes in about maybe between the masculine and the feminine here, discussing maybe how they want to bring this about. I feel like the masculine could be, excuse me, you guys, the masculine could talk about, okay, baby, you know, I heard what you said about A, B, and C, and here's what I'm prepared to do, okay? It could be a solution here. It could be a solution here that they bring forward. Angelic Tarot Work Divination says more downloads from the spiritual realms. Really? Okay, okay. You know what? I feel like both the masculine and feminine are definitely getting downloads at this time, but I think that the masculine could be getting downloads and that this person could be getting ready to come forth and talk about those things. Doesn't have to be the only case because there's a young lady on this card, so it could go either way. Take it as it resonates. The Wheel of freaking Fortune here. So something definitely about to change. Some cycle is definitely at its end. And with the Devil Damn card coming out, it could be a karmic cycle that is coming to an end, okay? Remember how we saw the other 10, the 10 of Swords? Something is coming to an end, whether it's just the self-sabotage of one person, whether it is the feeling of defeat, whether it's the feeling of feeling alone in a connection, that's coming to an end. The Ten of Swords and this Wheel of Fortune, to me, they're connected. They're connected. Woo, that's beautiful. All right, all right. But abundance is coming. Abundance is also associated with this. Angelic Tarot Work Divination says, I agree, Queen. I'm vibing with you. Seven of Wands came out after the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is something that's very passionate, something that you had to fight for. This is a dream. This is a passion. This is a vision. This is a lust. This is a desire that was very strong that you have had to fight for. If it's not you, the other person that is a part of this connection I think it's been both parties. We have had to fight for this, but we have the advantage. I don't know how, but we have the advantage somehow. But this had to be fought for, you guys. This had to be defended. That's the vibe that I always get when I see the Seven of Wands. You have to fight for this. You have to fight people's opinions, people's ideas about what you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to be doing it, okay? Or how you're supposed to do this work, how you're supposed to put in this effort. It had to be fought for. And this is passion. Wands is fire sign energy. So this could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy here, okay? Then we got the Ace of Cups after the Seven of freaking Wands. I feel like this is beautiful. This tells me that you fought for it and you got it. You got it. You got it. Y'all, we got it. I don't know who this can resonate. Man, whatever all the signs that I mentioned before are placed in your chart, you got this. The Ace of Cups is about total fulfillment. I also get the vibe this is about a new beginning of sorts, okay? Again, like I mentioned before, it could be the new beginning to something that already existed, or yes, it can be a total new beginning that is going to bring emotional, spiritual, and creative fulfillment. And in the department of relationships, period, okay? In the department of relationships, period, be it with your family, your friends, your lover, your job. However we are in relations with people, this is where you're going to have all of this fulfillment. And that's a beautiful thing. The aces, I also feel like are always, straight directly from the divine. That's the vibe I get. Hi to, Angelic says, there it is. Hi, Breezy Living Life. Hi, Honey Bun. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, I feel, is about, we know that the Two of Pentacles can deal with multitasking. It can deal with juggling. But this multitasking, I no longer feel is two people. But it could still be. It could still be. But I don't get the vibe from this. I feel like this is more so about multitasking. Whatever decision, whatever message comes in, whatever this message is going to be in regards to with this Page of Pentacles here, I feel like before it's over, one person is going to be left juggling a lot of stuff in the connection. Or it could be both parties who are going to be juggling. But the point is, somebody is going to be able to handle. They're going to be able to balance it. And it's going to be, I feel like because of the Ace of Cups being here just before we see this Two of Pentacles, I feel as though this is not going to be hard anymore for whoever this is, because it's in alignment with their whole soul's purpose, with what it is that they desire. So this ain't going to be hard. It's actually going to be easy. That's the vibe I'm getting more so. Normally, I get a rigmarole. I normally would get from this that, okay, this is something that we're going round and round. But I actually feel like this time it's beautiful energy. Like it's going to be give and take, give and take, give and take, give and take, give and take. I think that's beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh. Keep pushing. Spirit, what is the Ten of Cups in reverse here for, please? What is the Ten of Swords here? What the hell? The Ten of Swords. I meant to say, Spirit, what is the Ten of Cups here in reverse for? Give us the energy about the Ten of Cups in reverse. How are these cards already? I ain't got time to play with nobody. These cards, they were actually, to me, already flipped over. So I don't know whether or not to take them. Shit. Okay. I'm still about to, because I feel a message. I get a message already. So the first card to come out, I'll still pull another one because I just want to. I got the Ace of Swords that was already turned over. Ace of Swords, clarity, new insight. And remember how I was sharing that I felt like because the sun had already showed us some clarity, I felt that the Ten of Cups, we realized that we thought that something was going to be our bliss. We thought that something was going to be our happily ever after. And then some things revealed themselves and we realized, okay, this is not it. This isn't it. This ain't what we want. Okay. The Ace of Swords coming out also deals with clarity, and it also deals with cutting through bullshit. So maybe there could have been illusions happening. You could have been thinking that you were in the Ten of Cups energy, but you weren't. And I still feel like for some reason, and I have to say this because I'm hearing it, for some of you guys, I really do feel like this is a connection that you're already in and that you were in an illusion because at first somebody wasn't being true to themselves, or maybe both parties were not being true to self. I also feel like both that maybe one or another partner or both partners had not totally tapped into their purposes. They had not tapped into what the Most High has for them to do. And they hadn't dealt with their emotions, somebody or both parties hadn't dealt with the emotions. And so both people could have come in under an illusion. Okay. But now there's clarity coming for both parties, a new perspective, a higher perspective that's going to cause us to act accordingly. That's part of the energy of the Ten of Cups. And baby, this energy right here, though. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm really feeling this. The Lover's card comes out. So again, for sure, as if I wasn't sure about this being a relationship, it makes it more clear what relationship it is. This is a love relationship. It's a divine union, whether it's soulmate or not, whatever, it's a union. It's two people who might have to make a choice. They have to make a choice right now if they haven't already made it. And I think that with this coming after the Ace of Swords, somebody is going to make a choice, and the choice that they're going to choose is this healing relationship, this spiritual, healing, loving, sexual, chemistry having damn relationship. It's something that they can't fight, something that they can't just walk away from. Last but not least, the Knight of Pentacles shows up. And what that tells me for some reason about this relationship, it's going to be a rebuilding process, I think, and it's going to be slow and steady. It's going to be slow and steady, but you're dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy somewhere. Both of you guys can have this energy in your chart, Earth in your chart, to where both of you are going to be prepared to put in whatever work that it is required for you guys to be together. Probably because they know, they know that this is the union that they need to be in for their highest good. They feel that. They feel that love. You know what I'm saying? This has been a therapeutic union, I feel, as well. So somebody is not going to rush. They're going to take their time. They're going to take their freaking time. Like the offer may start off small. It may start off small, like, okay, how about we do this? And then like, okay, we can do that. And then you keep on going and you keep on building, and it's slow and steady. Slow and steady, guys. This is beautiful to me. Oh, joy. Okay, High Priestess energy, Spirit. Thank you. Are there any more energies about the High Priestess that we need to know? Five of Pentacles. Strength card. Strength card. Strength card. Strength card. Strength card was the first card to fly out. I just kept on shuffling. After the Strength card is here, we got the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles talks about financial misfortune some way, whether it's big or small, financial troubles, financial issues. But it doesn't only have to be about the finances. It could be about the sense of stability and security that somebody has. And this could also go with emotions. Somebody could feel like they were left alone. With the High Priestess energy, I remember stating that this was something that we already kind of foreknew, okay? We foreknew that this energy might happen. But on the reverse, there could be some of us where things have not been revealed yet. And what is going to be revealed is that there might be a period of time where we feel this way, where we, in our emotions, we feel by ourselves. And maybe even for real, financially, we could run into some money issues for a bit. And we might have to use our spiritual higher selves to tame something within us. Maybe it's to tame fear, to tame anger, okay? Or we might have to exercise strength, spiritual sight in the face of dealing with some financial mishaps. Mm. I just heard that somebody choosing a certain relationship over another. Okay. Okay. So the other relationship that somebody was in that I feel like could have been karmic, that person could have been there because they were afraid of dealing with financial misfortunes. That's why they were in that karmic union for some. May not be everybody's energy, but that's why somebody was in it. They stayed because they feared financial misfortune. They feared the struggle. They feared this vibe of having to beg or being homeless, you know what I'm saying, or not having what you want or what you need, right? But I feel like, I guess after this choice, after this decision to still build and move forward, they might experience it, but this time they're prepared because their higher self is leading the instinct. Okay. Whenever I see the strength card, for whatever reason, I get the vibe of Virgo and Leo together. So you could be a Virgo with Cancer in your chart. You could be a Virgo with Leo in your chart, or you can flip that. You could be a Leo with Cancer and Virgo in your chart, however it resonates. But I feel overall that we're going to get in alignment with our higher selves and we're going to be able to face this financial misfortune. Whew, Spirit, any more messages for the High Priestess energy? So we're going to only take the cards that definitely flipped over and revealed themselves. We will not be taking those other energies. We've got the Queen of Wands here. So this could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius woman, or just a man who is in his feminine. Okay. But with me, whenever I see the cards, if there's a man or a woman on the cards, I'm going to read it as that. So I do think that it's a woman, okay, who's in the High Priestess energy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy, a woman who is very attractive. You are very sexually desired by your person. But not only that, about your character, you are loving, you are warm, you are very generous, you are very giving. You can go after what it is that you want. This is also a boss-like energy for me. So even though there may be this where we had to prepare our heart and mind to suffer some financial setback, that's not really about to do too bad. That's not about to really harm us because we're going to be in this Queen of Wands energy, which is about taking action, making shit happen. Okay. So that Five of Pentacles energy is not lasting long. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have in regards to the High Priestess energy? Shit. Y'all, a lot more cards came out, but I got to read them. The cards that as I see them, Whew, a lot of energy here, a lot of energy. And this is all still clarifying the damn High Priestess. The World card. Somebody is leveling up, somebody is graduating. And I feel like this is spiritual. Of course, spiritual and physical, they're together. So when you level up spiritually, something else is about to have to level up for you physically as well. The World card is here. Right after the Queen of Wands. I also feel like that can indicate traveling. Okay, so some of us may go on a journey, we may go on a trip by flight. Forward movement. Queen of Cups energy is showing itself as well. So two queens here. Two queens. And this could be the same queen energy, or this could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Piscean energy. Okay. Again, High Priestess is general, so we could be pick all different types of energies here, okay? But the Queen of Cups is a nurturing power. She's very intuitive as well, very motherly, very is concerned about her home life, the way it looks, the way it smells, thinks about setting the atmosphere, okay? What else? Very giving of herself as well. Very emotionally balanced to me. Did I say mommy already? I think I said mommy energy already. Very introspective, I just heard. Very introspective. Always looking at self. Not just for the purpose of doing it, but for the purpose of like making the necessary changes. Also a boss. I feel like spiritual work is in line with this. Spiritual work, spiritual work, spiritual work. The tower happens. The tower happens. So something shakes, something is going to shake up. Something is going to be shaken. A foundation is going to be shaken. Something is going to come out, whether it's information, a person, place, or thing, or idea. It's going to be torn down. And it could come across as catastrophic. It could be something totally out of our control, but it is going to happen. But once that happens, once this tower moment happens, it seems like it's happening to rebuild. It's happening to really establish something. Four of Wands for me is like the 1111 card. Four of Wands for me is a celebratory card. It's the wedding card to me. Even if it's not a wedding, it's a damn reception. Okay? If it's not the actual wedding and nuptials, it's the party after that. So, guys, I feel like somebody's getting married. There's going, like, not to say, let's just say that if there's already a committed union, maybe all of this energy happened before you guys actually got married. Thank you, Angelic. Thank you, Angelic Tarot Work Divination. She says clearing of old energies. Thank you. That's the Tower card. Thank you, honey bun. That is beautiful. So that's going to be out of here, okay? Whatever was built, whatever energies was connected to this connection that did not need to be there, not only will they be revealed, but they're also, like my sister said, if you are a lady, I apologize if I'm saying it and you're a man, like my sister or my brother said, that shit is about to be cleared away. It's about to be cleared away. And what's coming afterwards is a beautiful, secure union where you guys can be true to yourselves. You can be naked before each other. And I don't just mean physically, although that's definitely going to take place and go down as well. I'm talking about you can be who you are. You guys are going to have mutual respect, mutual understanding for the powers and the passions that they have, that each of you guys have. And that's good news. That's something to celebrate. That is something to be excited about. Yay, okay, my sister, thank you. Beautiful energy, you guys. All right, moving on. We got to clarify the Hermit energy. Spirit, what is the Hermit here for? Two of Swords just revealed itself. So, because somebody was having a hard time making some form of decision, because they were having some type of doubt, because they felt like they didn't have maybe all the information that they would have liked to have in order to make a clear ass decision, they were standing still. So they went inside. Spirit said, go within. Go within, Spirit says. Page of Swords coming out. Five of Wands energy. Nine of Swords energy. Six of Pentacles energy. I got to read all of these because they all flipped over and revealed themselves. So I feel like there is about to be some type of message coming in, okay, about the actions that need to be taking place or the way that some of us need to be thinking. If it's not, somebody could be having a younger person, or they could have been dealing with a younger person, or they could be in this energy where the things that they're saying, the way that they're communicating with people could be harsh, could be rash. You could be saying things that you don't really mean, but it's because you're mad, because you're mentally conflicted, because you're mentally upset about something. Maybe it could be in regards to this Two of Swords energy. Because you don't know what decision to make, because you're unsure, you going backwards and forth with your thoughts, but when you actually share them, they're coming off as kind of cold. So I just want to say, be careful with that. Like somebody could be receiving the messages that you're sharing this way. Like you're immature, like you're mentally unstable, like you don't know what the fuck you want. And the truth is because, hey, I don't know. I'm not as clear as I want to be. This is why the Hermit card is here. So that we can go within, so that we can meditate and receive guidance from Spirit, receive guidance from the Most High. Let them angels minister to you. We got Five of Wands here. So there was a lot of conflict, a lot of arguing, heated damn discussions, heated debates. There's a tug of war. There's a tug of war going on. This is why the Two of Swords is here. This is why we have to go within, because there are too many people's opinions. There's too many ideas involved in whatever the situation is. And it's confusing and it's causing conflict, okay? Nine of Swords. We got to go in because some people are experiencing anxiety. Some people are having like sleepless freaking nights because you're holding on to this in your mind. You can't even go to sleep. Some of you guys could be waking up at night because something is so much on your mind, okay? This conflict. Too much living outward, not going inward, missing their jewels. Hell yes. Shit. And I feel like that's been my energy too. Like I'm involved in all of this. Okay. These messages are just as much as for me as they are for the collective. Okay. Somebody's panicking. They're panicking about something. They're panicking about what to do. And so they're anxious and you're overthinking and you're going crazy behind it yourself. I feel like what's going to help that, what's going to literally cure you of this anxiety is getting with self, getting in stillness, and allowing the spirit of the Most High to minister to you about all of this energy, about your doubt, your indecision, about how you need to move forward. Maybe you need to be quiet and not talk about the situation so much because you're so unsure, because you don't really know. You might need to still that mouth. That's for me. If that ain't for nobody else, that's for me. To bring balance. To bring balance to yourself and then to your community at large. For yourself and for your community at large. I also feel like you got Libra somewhere in your chart. Very important. Because that's a lot of swords. That's a lot of swords, sis. That's a lot of swords, bro, that just came out. So you could be a Libra. Spirits, help us to clarify the Chariot card. So I feel like some of us are thinking about walking away, but with the Chariot card being here, I feel like what I really feel is like that's not what you're supposed to do. Like from the connection, I don't feel like we're supposed to walk away, even though this is what you're thinking about. Now, maybe emotional detachment is what needs to occur, but actually walking away, I get the vibe that that's not what's supposed to happen. Because again, this is clarifying the Chariot in the reverse, by the way. So I'm not saying that the Chariot is supposed to be reversed, but I think that maybe at this time it is. And that's the reason why the energy came out the way that it did. If not, another way to read that is that the reason that you're stuck or the reason that you are still in this place of stagnation and no forward movement could be because you have not walked away or because you have not emotionally detached. But I'm telling y'all, the one I'm getting, I'm sorry, the one that I'm really getting is that the card is here in reverse because you're not supposed to be walking away. You're not supposed to be thinking about walking away. That's the vibe I get more so than anything, okay? But take the message that resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Here, are there any more messages here for the Chariot energy? Please share that, reveal that for those who need to hear it for their highest good and for the highest good of those who are connected. Knight of Swords. This energy could come in really, really, really fast. This message could come in quickly. You could get quick insight. Oh, okay. I'm not supposed to move, or I do need to take swift action about getting out of this situation, about moving forward. Maybe the reason that it's here is because you haven't taken the action to move forward. Maybe you're just stagnant because you haven't moved forward. And that could be within the relationship or if you need to actually leave the relationship. I feel like that's about taking action. Like, sis, you don't have to necessarily walk away. You just need to get busy. And that's for, I don't know why I'm saying sis, but that could be for a guy too, okay? Take it as it resonates. Spirit, do you have any more insight for the Chariot in reverse here? Any more insight for the Chariot in reverse? If nothing else comes out, I'm going to pull an affirmation card, and then that will be the end of this general tarot reading. I thank everybody who joined me. Baby boom, the mother freaking magician. You are a powerful creator. You are a manifester. Take action to manifest. Not as words coming out, flying out first. You need to take action to go ahead and start manifesting what you're thinking about. It's you, brother. It's you, sister. The reason you have not moved forward is because of you. That's what I'll take overall from that. Moving on, let me get the affirmation cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit, for these beautiful messages. Please, Spirit, would you give us the affirmation card that goes along with all of this energy? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, Spirit. So the card that flew out of the deck is Ammonite. Ammonite. Are you spiraling round and round? Are you trying to find answers? It's time to stop. Go within and allow yourself to step into the deep recesses of your mind and emotions in order to uncover the truth. Take time for reflection beside the ocean or a body of water. I would even say if you can't make it to an ocean, get in your tub, get in your shower. The archangel that's associated with this gemstone is Archangel Gabriel. And angelic tarot divination says, I just got chills. Confirmation. Yes, Sissy Pooh. Like I knew that this was confirmation like right away. You know, I don't even know the card all the way, but boy, I've used it before. Like I've used this deck before. And when this came out, it was on point the last time. So the affirmation, it says, still in the Pisces energy, work with water. Yes. And also, that's why meditation right now is so important. That's why it's so important for us to reflect, go within, look at our emotions, look at our patterns, do all of that. That's why it's so important. It says, I know the truth. In the center of myself, all the answers lie within. Ancient knowledge and wisdom are available to me. I recall my dreams when I awaken and use them as tools to help guide me in my waking life. Dreams, visions, all of that deals with Piscean energy as well, or water energy, period. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, it could be anywhere in your chart. That has been the reading, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm just grateful. I'm sorry that it took a long time, but at the same time, I ain't sorry because Spirit had a lot to say, okay, for all of us. For all of us. So if you enjoyed this, please like this video, share this live if you can or if you want to. Also, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I talk too fast. Subscribe, you guys. I also subscribe back to those who show the love. It just is what it is. It's like a respecting to me. What else do I want to say? If ever you want to reach out to me for a personal reading, you can find me on prettycoachoracles.com. If you want to connect with me on Facebook, look for my Pretty Coach Oracles page. It's called The Pretty Coach Oracles. And also, my name is Naeem Shakam. I do have my picture up there now. So you guys can connect with me that way. On Instagram, you can connect with me at The Pretty Coach Oracles. I love you all with the love of the Most High. I thank everybody who joined. Thank you guys for your positive energy. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Peace, love, light, and darkness to you all. Love you. Angelic Tarot Work Divination says, peace, love, and light, queen. Already done liked and subscribed. I'll be returning the favor. And just to be clear, guys, the reason I say darkness too is because we got to deal with our darkness as well. So that's why I say peace, love, light, and darkness. It needs to be a balance, okay? There are going to be times where we need to use our darkness, and our darkness is going to work to serve the light. Hey, just saying, I love y'all. All right, I'm going to leave y'all alone now. I'm sounding like my preacher daddy, God rest his soul. I'm really through, though. I'm really through. Oh, Jeff, if you can still hear me, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you as well for being here.